What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I'm here to bring you all my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Episode 5. And all I gotta say about this episode, guys, is that this was a very bizarre episode. So after the events in episode 4 where we saw Josuke pretty much take on one of the Nijumaru brothers, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, but if not, correct me in the comment section down below, Now, after we see Josuke take on one of the brothers, we have it to where Keiichi and Josuke, need to destroy this bow and arrow from creating more stand users because it's also killing people within the process. So they pretty much go up the stairs within the house only to find out that there is someone within a room. Or something. Out of nowhere, we see this hand that doesn't look human at all grab Keiichi and is like pulling him into the room, and we have it to where Josuke has to pummel the crap out of this thing in order for it to let go of Keiichi, and then we just see it, scuttle across the room, and we're like, yeah, this isn't a human. Is it a stand? Come to find out, it's not a stand. In fact, it is a human, after all, but it's taken the shape of a monster, if you will. And we come out to find out that this is actually the two brothers' father. From a little backstory that we got from the older brother describing like the events that ended up transpiring, how exactly his father ended up becoming to be, is that he ended up making a deal with Dio, so to speak, and basically Dio implanted his father with these Dio cells, and because of the fact that Dio has now been killed off from like part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Dio cells that were once within, or that was in the father, are now starting to deteriorate, and basically this is causing his whole body to deteriorate and pretty much just be all mashed up flesh, and this is the state that the father is now in. And the whole reason why the older brother was looking for these stand users was not to fix the father to the state that he is now in, but to actually killed the father, because his father is now in this state and he can't do anything about it. And also, it doesn't help when basically his whole body regenerates every time, the creature, the father, is getting pummeled to the ground. Simply put, the brothers are just trying to find a way on how exactly they can end up killing their father, or at least the older brother is, because they in general just don't like to see the state that their father is now in. He's at a very pitiful state. He can't really do anything. He is like a mindless zombie, if you will. And this is the whole reason why they have been looking for the strongest stand user to basically kill off their father. They're not even looking for a cure for their father. And I don't even know if there is a cure, because since Dio died, basically their whole body has died, their human side of them, and they just become like a mindless zombie at this point, and the only reason like how they could probably end up healing the father is, or anybody else who has been infected by these Dio cells, is that you would probably have to bring Dio back to life. And that is something that I don't want to see in JoJo Part 4, because we've seen enough of Dio. He's a great villain, don't get me wrong, but we've seen enough from him, and I just think it's time for a new main antagonist. And then we have it to where this stand comes out of nowhere through an electrical outlet, grabs the older brother of the Nijumaru brothers. I'm still having trouble with that name, correct me if I'm wrong, pronouncing it. And we have this stand user just grab the older brother, pull him inside the electrical outlet, and then we see him burnt to a crisp on the telephone poles next to the house. And you would expect the younger brother to have some sort of emotional breakdown from seeing this from his older brother, but he is like, I don't really care, I mean, he kind of deserved it, from all the people who he killed. So I mean, I can't really be too critical on this series because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is designed this way, but I just thought that was kind of funny. This whole episode was pretty funny in terms of like what went down, and in general it was just bizarre. But it looks like in the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure we're going to see, Jotaro, Josuke, Keiichi now, and Okuyasu actually form up as a team, and it looks like they are now going to track down the electrical stand user who admits that, you know, he was infected by the bow and arrow as well. He was created as a stand user from that, and it looks like he has now taken complete control of the bow and arrow. And is he going to, you know, end up using the bow and arrow to create more stand users for himself? Probably henchmen. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Things are starting to get actually pretty interesting with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I'm just very curious as to who the main antagonist of this series is going to be. I really hope it's not going to be Dio. It does seem that Dio is going to be, you know, some sort of a prevalent figure within this series, or within this part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I'm just curious as to who the main antagonist is going to be. So yeah, guys, that about does it for my episode review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode 5, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoyed the episode as well. This was a very enjoyable episode, and I just can't wait to see, you know, what's going to happen later down the line of this series when things really start to get heated up, kind of like how things really ended up starting to get heated up at the bottom portions of Battle Tendency or Stardust Crusaders. Like, I'm very excited to see what's going to go down when it comes to the portions of what this series is going to lead for us later down the line. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on what you thought about this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. I would greatly appreciate that. It always helps out the channel. And if you want to stick up to date with my future content on this channel and possibly see more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reviews from me and more reviews in general for anime and manga, then please hit that red subscribe button below and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.